Yeah. So what is the next step? Suppose in this close price, suppose if I select this BTC currency, I need my name of this currency. What currency I select, I need my name into this line chart as well as, or otherwise in cart, I will show my name as well as. So what is the name showing measure? Click on this and click new measure, and you can write your name of this measure. Selected currency name. Selected currency name, and you can use your function selected value function, and we need cryptocurrency name. This we need cryptocurrency symbol name. This is your symbol call table name, and we need just a name. We don't need as a name. So this is your symbol name. If this value is not select, suppose if I don't select anyone, then what is the value we need? So we need no selection, inverted comma, and just click on this enter. Okay, and click outside, click on this card chart, copy and just paste, move here, and instead of close price you can select your currency name and see the currency name change. Go to this background of, select this image. There is an option here for the, see there is an option here alignment, send backward, so you can click on and send back. When you click on this any currency, the name is changed. It is changing, but in the background. Click any other side like see. When we select this top currency, the currency name should be here. If you select BTC, it is Bitcoin. Okay, so this will give you the value that which currency you have a data or which currency you have a dashboard. Okay, and move this into upside because we need this low, high, or this kind of price into right side. It will be showing a great way. Select this Bitcoin here. Okay, and you can also write your text box for any chart. Like for this, if I write my crypto price analysis, select this one, select any currency, change the size. You can use crypto price analysis. Okay, and click on this. There is a option here like background changes if you want. Right now I'm using my white background. Change this way, copy and just select this one, and now it is hiding. And now you can go to your page, and all your page formatting will be here, guys. Okay, so page information you have. Right now I'm changing my page background. Click on this, any dark color, and see transparency is handled. If I select this much, 53, 24, 0 is okay. Click on this. You can change the background. The background is off. Data label. Select this color, white. Okay. Same way for this, background off, and it will give you the complete insight of this. Same way, click on this line chart, copy and go to this background off. See, it will give you the complete insight of this dashboard. Background, click on this. You can change the item color, white. See, color is white. Change background, no. Text size, if you increase the text size 11 or 12, change the font size, black, this, and remove the background. See, okay, same way you can change the font and background of this way. Background. Now click on this, go to data label, white, copy this, format, and click on this format into this. See, all the formatting done for one by one automatically. Okay, so this, and see, this one is white, this one is black. Click on this, go to this format. See, all the formatting you have done with this column only. Slicer header I don't need. Date input, right now it's font color. Click on the white. Okay, so now your date range will be done. Same way, if you select any currency, it will be changing up to your choice. Same way, EOS, any currency you can change. So now this is your basic crypto price analysis. There is a many functions. So now I'm going to select one tabular presentation, and see, second way, copy this page directly, duplicate. You can click on this duplicate. It means this page background will be duplicate same for all the sheet. And right now you can write it here as price information. And now we are done with some advanced analytic of this calculation. So for this calculation, suppose this currency need, this also need, okay, date range need, this one we don't need. So click and delete, and delete. I don't want this also, and this also. Select one table. I don't want this slicer also. Move bigger table. This slicer also I don't. Okay, and see, right now when we no select any option, it's give me the no selection. So I don't need this also. So now I need just price information for every currency wise, every symbol wise data. So in this value, we have symbol, okay, and we have name wise. See, all the currency will be done, name and symbol. It is done automatically. And now we need my close price final. Okay, but we need actually my final price, this much. For this price, we have to adjust our currency. This is my total price, and click on this. So it will be highest to lowest, or if you want lowest to highest, it will be lowest to highest. Same way. Now, this is my final price. Now, guys, we need final price means this is my last day. If I select my final date here and click on this matrix, okay, so this is my final date. Click on this final date, key measure. I need only in this format. So this is my final date of data. Okay, so this price final is a final date till the end, like 6/7/2021. But we need, suppose if we want to compare my cryptocurrency of last 30 days, of last 60 days, of last 90 days, of last 120 days, then how to calculate? Any idea? If I need to calculate my last 30 days price, it means last 30 days means 6/7/212 minus 30. We need minus 30 days. So for this, you have to create one more new measure, because 30 days is a current price. Last 30 days is a current scenario price. So we need last 30, 60, 90, 120, and 365. These five we need. Same way, close price minus 30. Okay, you can write it here as minus 30 days from this final day. So now we have to use important function, which is calculate, and we need close price. Okay, so you need your average close price, not final, not low, no high, average close price. This is your average. Okay, so we need my close price and filter it out. Filter it from total dates and minus 30. Total dates means all dates table, this dates. Okay, and we have a date column, means we have a date column. So there we have a date table. So this value give you the all dates, and when you click this final date into here, this value give you the final date price, means this is your close price. If I uh, divide here, the value is for calculate close price scenario. And second thing, this is filter it out from up to last date. Last date. Okay, filter it out up to last date. And now if I use minus 30, if I use minus 30, so you can write it here as back from final date to 30 days. Okay, so this value give you the result of close price minus 30 days. If I click on this close price minus 30, see, it will give you the close price minus 30, means 6/7. If you click minus, go to this minus 30, minus 30 days, this Bitcoin value will be 35,862, but now 34,235. So you can found any difference of this, any percentage changes of this. Okay, so now understand of this function, guys. Close price 30 days. For any other, like you have doubt for anything, you can tell me in this function, because this function is important for your like many calculation. Whether you have calculate, suppose if you calculate this function into, suppose, any sales price, any sales table, any active budget table. Suppose if you have current budget, and if you need last 60 days before budget, and you compare 60 days before budget and today's budget, you can always use this function, and you can write it in your diary as well. As this function is important. Okay, so this is 30. Same way, Click on this copy function again, copy. If you need this difference, suppose minus 180 days. This is 1 month, 6 months, and 1 year. We have calculated 3 difference. So you have to just change only something, like only 30 you can calculate 180, and only 130 you can calculate 180, and just hit enter. It will give you the different value, same way, but function is same, only the date is different. Click on this date, select this, see, close price minus 130 days, it means 180 days, it means last 6 months back Bitcoin price will be 39, but last month 35, and now is 34 to 35. It will be changing, and you can difference any of the ways. Suppose your manager asking me, yeah, give me the last 3 month data, give me the last 3 month changes. So you have to use this function for changes, for any changes in your currency, gold price, or anything. You have to use last 3 month changes. So you can use this function for this. Any doubt, guys, in your mind? Anyone? Ritu, you have any doubt?
No, I just need to practice these functions. Rest is good.
Sure. You can practice, and after that, if you have, you can ask me. Okay. Same way. Again, new measure, because I am going to calculate 1 month, 6 month, and now complete 1 year. Copy and just paste, and instead of 30, 365, and instead of 30, 365, it will give you the complete 1 year. And if I drag down into this, just a minute. Okay, so this is your close price, final means current date price. This is your minus 30, minus 180, and minus 365. Now we want variance percentage, because we don't want variance into number, because number is just a different. Minus this minus by this minus, you get a difference number, but we need as a percentage wise. So how to calculate this percentage wise? Any idea? What is the function in Excel? See, tell me in Excel how to calculate. In Excel, suppose if you find the current year value and last year value, it means current year and last year. You have to find the difference, means current year minus last year. What is the variance? Variance divided by last year. Variance divided by last year. This is your percentage difference. So same thing in Excel as well, as variance divided by last year. Same thing. Okay. Suppose if I using new measure, I'm using new measure into just simple thing, just the Excel calculation. So write it here as percentage change. Right now I'm calculated by minus 30 days. So for this percentage change in the Excel, we are just going to use divide function. Here also we have a divide function. Okay, so divide means you have to this final minus this, final minus this. So select this function, final price minus, okay, close price minus 30 days. So this one, close price minus 30 days, this will give you the variance. Okay, this value just give you the variance. It is not a complete function. This value just give you the variance, and this variance divided by last day price. Last day means close price 30 days, and we have a alternative result is 0. Suppose if this value will be 0, then we need blank value, and just put enter. It will give you the directly percentage change value. Click on this, drop down here, and see if I go to this percentage change in this way. See now, so total we have minus 30 days is 35,862. What is the percentage? Click on this 30 days. Okay, and here you can format your value. It's percentage wise. So highest percentage 4.54 for this line. If you go to select into calculator, it's the same value. See, we have 34, 2, 3, 5.19 minus 30, 5,862.38. This is your difference. 162 divided by your 35,862.3 and 8. What is the result? 4.53. If you need into percentage, see 4.537 means 4.54. Same difference we have 4.5. Okay, so same way you can calculate for 90 or 180 or 365 days. This is your price analysis performance for your currency wise data. So I am going to give you homework for this, that calculate 180 days percentage change and calculate percentage change of 365 days. Okay, and after that your average volume will be in the last column. Average volume will be in the last column, so it will give you the complete insight. And see, now my average column. Okay, so let me change average volume. See, this is average volume, but we need average daily volume. Okay, so we need average of daily volume, not as a complete volume. So I am going to use my new measure for average daily volume. For average daily volume, you can use your average x function, not average x function, because this function give you the, what is the insect of this function? Any function in the background they given the x means you have to calculate via table, and table you have to use your value. So value average, we need value of date column. This date column, because we need date wise average of this is your table name, average of this table, and we need our total volume. Total volume average, this is already calculated, already explicit measure, and just enter. It will give you the average of daily volume, and instead of this average volume I will use my average daily volume. And see, the now value is the same, like value is nothing else different, but this is very highly value. So for this highly value I can use my some formatting function of the currency function. Suppose if I divide this function via 1 lakh, if I divide this function by 1 lakh, it will give me the answer in millions. So I need my answer in millions. So click on this function again, copy. This is just for formatting. If you use, then it's your choice. If you don't, then it's also your choice. Function is same. If I use my divide function here and divide this numerator, okay, divide this numerator by a 1 million. In the million one we have a 60 right here. 1 2 3 4 5 4 5 and 60. Okay, and divide by 60, and alternative result we need as a blank. Just enter. Okay, it will asking me a same name, and you cannot create a same measure with a same name. So I can write it as million. So this is average day volume in million. So now this value in the million. See, 109063, it is in million, so it will be showing in a great way. Okay, so this value in million. So now this is your complete price analysis in the price information. Okay, now one more thing we have, remember some analytic calculation, like we have to calculate best 30 days, best 180 days, or best 365 days value, as well as we have to calculate worst 30 days and worst 180 days and worst 365 days value of currency wise, symbol wise. So this is the next topic, what we done in the next class. So any doubt you have now, you can ask me up to this. So total we have created, see, almost 1 2 3 almost 20 functions. and 10 to 12 function we have created tomorrow. We will create tomorrow. So any other doubt you have in this? And see, go to this chart, click on this. You can remove the background, okay, and change this value as well as, and this value you can change via this formatting. You have a title, and this is the value, field formatting. Okay, this is your field formatting. See, font color, font background, you can change out of this as well as. Okay, so it will be a same in that format. You can change. So guys, tell me any other doubts in you have mind, or any other like function in your mind for this calculation, that what be requirement in future price analysis. Because as per my dashboard, what I have created, see this, all things I have created. Price index, go to this close price we have created. Okay, the one thing is, remember only this base 30 or this percentage. Okay, the high price and volume. Okay, just 2 or 3 things is remaining, otherwise complete function is done. So if you have any like suggestion for this, that we have to create any kind of analysis for this chart, you can tell me, so that we will create that also in the same chart, in the same dashboard. If you have any other query, you can send it to me on WhatsApp, that sir, we want to create as this scenario into this chart. So you can send me the complete scenario right now in WhatsApp, and then I will go through in the next class with you. Okay, any other doubt, any question, anyone? Shweta, Ritu, Jasmeet.
So once you told us like you will explain all the Power Query all the Power Query transform data
Uh-huh. Right,
tabs.
right.
Yes.
No worry, I will cover, no worry, I will cover.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any other,
Yes.
any other question?
No, sir.
Okay, so I hope you have understand for today's session. Okay, so
Yes.
okay, so we have to